This is a clip that the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, have issued showing, they say, the escape of Yahya Sinwar from Khan Younis. Through the tunnels, they say that this man is his brother, and there is his brother, they say, leading the family, his wife and the right number of children, through the tunnels to some other destination. This, they say, is Yahya Sinwar. We only see him from the back, but the profile certainly looks about right. And we can see from the tunnels that they're really rather well made. There's a bit of an ornamental gate even on this side of the tunnels. And you can see some of the effort that goes into constructing these tunnels. They're very solid, and they've been constructed about 25 meters below ground in most cases. The IDF then go on to offer some other bits of film, which they say is from the area around this particular tunnel where they say the family were living. And so they show really pretty good facilities, proper bathrooms and so on. And very importantly, you can see the degree of lighting that they've got in this area, the really sophisticated electronics. But they also show what they claim, the IDF claim, are United Nations supplies. There's UNRWA, if that's accurate, along with other supplies. It's always said, of course, that Hamas steal a lot of UNRWA material, and certainly that's consistent with what most other people say. And here is other areas of a living space, plus a great deal of money in usable currency, which looks as if it's been abandoned reasonably quickly. So it's all plausible if they are saying that this is the story of the escape of Yahya Sinwar from Khan Younis towards Rafah. You know, they said he was in Gaza City, but he escaped. That's entirely right. They said he was in Khan Younis, but he escaped. Quite right. They now say he's in Rafah, and he probably is. And the chances are he might escape from there as well. The IDF say that this is Yahya Sinwar. We only see him from the back, but certainly the profile looks about right. The sort of shape of his head from the back, the size of the man, the general sort of leanness of his physique certainly looks right. Yahya Sinwar was born in a refugee camp in Gaza. He was radicalized at a very early age. He's implacably anti-Israeli. He was imprisoned for many years by Israel. And while he was imprisoned, the Israelis gave him a life-saving operation. When he was released as part of the great release in, I think it was 2011, he went back into Gaza, and he's been plotting against the Israelis ever since. The IDF obviously feel it's important to release videos like this because it proves that the tunnels do exist, and that people like Yahya Sinwar do exist, and they live reasonably comfortably with their families, whilst the population of Gaza above ground are suffering terribly from the effects of the war. And so it's all part of the IDF's campaign to show that the enemy of Hamas is not the friend of the Gazan people. And that really is an important message, which they feel has not been getting out while they've been fighting this war in such a brutal way. Hamas, of course, may well claim that this video is not genuine or it's mistaken identity, but there's quite a lot in it which is verifiable. So there is the person that the IDF say is the brother of Yahya Sinwar. There is a woman there and some children. And so there's quite a lot of potential verification. If it's a put-up job, then the IDF have done it very well, and Hamas would have to explain why this is somehow manufactured as opposed to being real.